Hey everybody, Sarah here from VidGamiac.com. Here we are today back in the All Things Wicked update for Dead by Daylight, going for the Adept Unknown achievement. This one's going to be done from the killer side. It is to get a merciless killer rating using the update's new killer in the form of the Unknown. You are going to need to grab him from the DLC pack or from the in-game store. Make sure you also get him to a minimum of level 10 to open up 3 free perk slots. The 3 perks that you want to run and only run are going to be Unbound, Unforeseen, and then finally Undone. Make sure you leave the 4th slot empty if you have that available for you, and you can do whatever you want for add-ons or offerings. Those have no bearing on the achievement, just the 3 perks. So once you have your loadout set, it's time to hop into a game. So getting into the game, this is going to be the killer. He's going to have pretty average stats. He's going to have your typical killer height as well as your typical killer movement speed. So he's going to be a great choice if you're just going to stick to the Dead by Daylight fundamentals. But that being said, we're going to get into his actual build and abilities. So while you're on your patrols, you definitely want to make sure you try to kick generators whenever you have the opportunity to, as 2 of his perks are going to revolve around damaging generators. The first is anytime you kick a generator with this perk active, it's going to transfer your terror radius onto the generator. That should help scare any survivors away from going towards said generator. The other one is going to be based on how many skill checks the survivors have failed. Whenever a survivor fails a skill check, you're going to basically get a token for this perk, and whenever you do kick a generator, you're going to cash in all of these tokens. Each of these tokens is going to regress the generator an additional 1% to what it would normally be when you kick it. The generator should also get locked for a second, which is going to be super helpful because that's going to also help keep them off said generators. As for the third and final perk, this one's going to be super useful. However, it's going to be another one that you need to remember that you have. Whenever you damage a survivor, you're going to have about a 30-second window or so. If you happen to do a vault, you should get haste put on you for a few seconds, which is going to give you a nice little speed boost. So try to pressure your chases in a way where you can take a vault and then get the speed boost off of it so you can close the distance and then punish accordingly. So that should be it for the Unknown's perk set. It's not going to have a ton of synergy with its actual move set, so that's going to be that out of the way. As for the Unknown's actual abilities, in addition to your regular standard attack, you're going to also have your secondary attack, which is going to be a projectile. You're going to hold left trigger to pull out this grenade launcher. Basically, you are going to shoot this grenade. There's going to be 2 types of damage that can apply from it. If you hit the survivor directly with the grenade, it's going to slow them down for a bit, but you're going to want to try to shoot the grenade around them as it's going to have an area of effect, and this is going to be the thing that puts a status condition on them. So you're going to have to adjust your aim a bit. You're basically going to want to shoot this like your normal video game grenade launcher. So try to aim at the environment around them. It is going to have a bit of bounce behind it, so you're going to have to practice its aim a bit. If you manage to hit someone with the explosion of the grenade, it's going to put a status condition on them that's going to not only slow them down, but if you hit them with another grenade blast, you should be able to damage them then. So it's going to be a pretty standard projectile attack. A survivor is going to go down in 3 projectile uses, or if you want to be efficient about it, you are going to want to hit them once with a normal attack, then use 2 special attacks in order to down them. The other ability the Unknown is going to have is as you're playing, you're going to notice that you drop these clones around the map. You're going to fill up this hazy meter that's going to be on the side of your FOV. Once that thing fills up all the way, you're going to basically drop one of these clones. You're going to be able to have 4 on the map at any one given point. Every new one you drop is going to overwrite the old one. The way that these are going to work is you could basically get a teleport towards them. So it's going to be a little hard to control how you set them up around the map. However, they can be useful as they're going to give you extra map mobility. So do take advantage of these whenever you can, but it's going to be kind of a time sink in order to try to set them up properly in a way where they can be super advantageous to you. So take advantage when you can, however, not totally necessary. Again, nothing beats good old Dead by Daylight fundamentals, so make sure you fall back on those, and if you can get the aim of the projectile attack down, you can take advantage of that as well. However you decide to slice it, if you do manage to get a game where you can get that quad sacrifice, you should be good for the merciless killer rating once you get to the results screen, and once you manage to get one of those, you should be good for this particular achievement if you happen to use this exact perk loadout and nothing more. So there's going to be the merciless killer rating that we were going for, and shortly thereafter, we should be also good for the achievement that goes along with it. There it is, 20 gamer score. And that's all there is to it.